Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 6 of Age of Wonders 4. In the last video I settled my my second outpost, which will eventually become my third city over here on the overworld. We found the other two AI. I'm not too sure how strong they are. This is only a sort of a tutorial scenario, so I'm not expecting it to be very difficult. It's mostly meant to just be to show you the ropes. And I don't want to spend too many videos working through this because I'd like to get on to playing the game proper, whether that's doing some random skirmish maps or whether it's playing through the story. I haven't decided on that one yet. I might have a look at the story and see what it's like. Just looking at my city cap here, you can get your city cap up, but I'm not sure how. How do we get the city cap up? Empire development. So it's stuff that we pay through via Imperium cost. So it'll be something on here. Yeah, there's one. Increase city cap by 200 Imperium. So we are sort of getting there. It's really difficult to tell which one of these you have and which ones you don't. They're not easily distinguishable, I don't think. I mean, you can zoom in. They've got this little blue cloud effect around them if you haven't unlocked them. But they're not obvious at a glance which ones you have and which ones you don't, which is a little bit of a shame. I want to go and have a look at this cave thing here. Can we do that with you on this turn? I can't remember what I did last turn. You cannot get there. I could move you adjacent, but I don't think there's any point. I've got another army requiring orders. Apparently it's just you, so let's just end the turn. A friendship with me was declared. Now that's the cat people. They want to be friends. I don't have to do anything about that though, because I don't think it's a mutual thing that works both ways. So a modifier that slowly increases towards 300, I don't know what they call that, your sort of your likability, will be added to your relations with the ruler. Any grievances gained against the ruler will be reduced by 40%. When two rulers declare friendship with each other, each active diplomatic treaty they have increases the maximum relation bonus by 25 up to 400 in total. Maintaining a declaration costs 10 gold per upkeep. So it's not a mutual thing. I don't have to mutually declare a friendship with them, which is fine. So we have... we've got our new leader here. Now, I can actually make spell shields, but I also have some of the other... Where's my other army gone? Is it still up here? I've got some of these Phantasm Warriors, and I'm trying to think if it's worth having the Phantasm Warriors or the spell shields. The spell shields are tier 2. You are tier 1 with 74 health. You do 6 melee, 6 lightning. You have 86 health and you do 12 melee. And you can also do 3 lightning, 3 fire. Yeah, so I think the spell shields are better. So with that in mind, I will probably switch those units out. Let's get the scout and everybody else over here. We might put... This is quite a good unit, actually, this Fire Wyvern. It's a tier 3 unit with 90 hit points. And it does 10 melee and 4 fire. And it's flying as well, which is supposed to mean it can go over water. But let's get you in there. And we'll bring this army back. And I might dismiss these Phantasm Warriors because they are costing me mana upkeep. Because they are currently active spells. If we look at our spells... Actually, no, they're not active spells because they're summons. However, they are costing me mana for upkeep, I believe. So we'll replace them with spell shields. I do want to make sure that I've got more units coming out here. At the moment, I've got a bit of a unit deficit because I simply don't have the gold needed to produce any more units. So we're working on that. But I'm going to make one good stack using the leader, the spell shield, and some stuff from this army. Meanwhile, we have got new empire development skills. We could build roads. Not sure how useful those roads will be. Doesn't actually tell me what the roads do. So you're telling me that I can build roads? A unit can build roads on the world map? Okay, great, but what what the roads do for me. So I'm not too sure about them. Anyway, we've got these 2 new ones here. We've got quickening. Spells can now be cast on the first turn of combat. That's actually really useful because that means we can get the buff like on the very first turn. Or we can gain 1,000 mana. I don't think I'm too bothered about that right now. I have a decent amount of mana in reserve. But yeah, being able to cast that on the first turn of combat I think is actually quite useful. So let's go ahead and do that. We've got Summon Lesser Storm Spirit, so let's select a new research. It's recommending Staves of Warding still. Wayfinder Enchantment. Very fast movement on scouts. I don't think we particularly need that. So let's start working on this one. So we've got our orders. I'm not going to do too much with this army right now. So let's just put them into encampment mode. But we are going to do something with this one. We have still lost a bit of health on this Arcane Guard. We could rest up for a turn. And do you know what? We probably should, realistically. Yeah, running out of gold, you see. It's warning us here that we're running out of gold. Not too much we can do about that. Until we get another population, potentially build another mine. And then we've got our scouts. And we can actually dig this out. There might be something useful down here. So let's end the turn and see what happens. And we've uncovered a little pile of gold. That's useful. So there are some things on the map you can just find and just pick up. There is an underground passage here which will come out here on the main map. So quite close to one of our opponents. So you should have healed a little bit now. Not a massive amount, but let's get you over into this cave and see what happens. So this is an ancient cavern that heralds from the time of this world's creation, during the era when dragons and giants moulded the very lands into physical form. Within these natural sanctuaries, the first creatures found shelter as the world outside is violently settled into place. To this day, the cave itself remains a sanctuary for those that are able to find their way into it. So these are ancient wonders, and when you find these caves, you can only take a single army in. They're given different difficulties. This is a bronze ancient wonder, so I think they come in bronze, silver or gold, depending on rarity, difficulty and value. So it tells you there basically what I was saying about it. So an ancient wonder contains a location. An ancient wonder is a location that contains an adventure and rewards. It can only be explored by a single army and it has to be led by a hero. When it's cleared, it can be annexed by a city, and when annexed, it will provide city income and special units in the Rally of the Lieges. An annexed wonder counts as a type of province improvement. So this is just a level 1 because it's a bronze one. It can count as a quarry. So give us 5 Imperium actually and 20 production. 2 mana per quarry in the city domain. Adds the Storm Scale Serpent and Plague Serpent units to the Rally of Lieges. So actually quite nice that it gives us, and there's some mystery bonuses as well. So let's go ahead and explore it. Apparently the province has already been claimed, although I don't see any claim on it. Capturing it causes other rulers to gain a grievance. Yeah, sure, I don't care. Cave of Carnage. As you approach the cave, you smell fresh blood, but no signs of life. Having entered the cave, you and your companions find the remains of a brutal fight. The carcasses of an adult Thunderbird lies alongside her offspring, when 2 of them appear to have been ambushed in what was supposed to be a safe haven. Upon closer inspection, it looks as though the animals were viciously attacked by a wild dire penguin. Okay, so tier... What tier is it? Tier 2 unit? Not too bad. You freeze when an ear-piercing shriek sounds through the cave. The same bloodthirsty dire penguin emerges from the dark, its rabid eyes fixed on you. No time to waste. Attack. Looks like we've got the advantage there. Feed the beast until it can barely move. So we'll block growth in one of our cities for 5 turns. Not too sure what exactly it does to the battle. Oh, in the upcoming battle, Weakened Defenders is active. So it becomes weakened. It deals 10% less damage until the end of the turn. Not sure how useful that is. Or we can flee. We're just going to go in and attack. There are multiple penguins here. We also have this Brewer Ogre. So we do have a few extra units in here to deal with. It says we should be able to deal with this. So let's go in and manual combat it. And hopefully I won't screw this one up. I've got a feeling it's the ogre that we're really going to have to try and take out first, although he is stuck at the back. So we're going to want to try... Now, they are going to come in on 2 different directions with the look of things. And my spears are a little bit weakened here. So I'm going to move in with what units I can. And start sniping at them as they come in. But we do want to try and take that ogre out, because I think he's going to buff them up. So what we want to do is we're going to use our Cosmic Ablation. And we can probably do a fair amount of damage to him on the first turn. So what's this here? Gorging Predators. All defending units have violent gorging ability. It doesn't tell me what that does. Let's go back to our leader. And we'll pop his... Oh, so I still can't use his overchannel ability on the first turn. That's interesting. Let's use our Soother and heal this guy up. It's only temporary hit points, which will be shown by that there, but, you know, it still helps. And then everybody else will just get to defend up. I might have to move some of these units around as these penguins start to come in around the back, which it looks like they're going to do. But we do have a little bit of a bottleneck with them. So let's go in again and use these spells. I really want to get this ogre gone because I've got the feeling that he's going to be the biggest pain. And we're getting star blades by doing this as well. So we're going to select our leader here. Now we can pop his overchannel ability. And then we can pop this again. So that takes his health down very, very low now. And we've got star blades ×3. If I could take this penguin out, then we shouldn't have any problem defending from the rear. And I think we can actually do some decent damage to this. It shouldn't be difficult. Like I said, it is only a sort of a tier 1 encounter. You are too far away to hit. The Soother is too far away to hit. I could go in and attack with the spell shield. I'm not sure that's necessary. I am going to change your facing and have you facing down this way because that's the only way that the penguins can reach you. You cannot reach the penguins from there, but I'm going to back you up a little bit because I don't want the penguins attacking you. So I'll get everybody else sort of defending up. You can't even hit them with a Cosmic Blast, can you know, because you're out of range. So let's just get everybody warded and everybody defending on this turn. We'll end the turn. So these penguins are most likely going to engage the spell shield. That was to be expected. We'll get a retaliation strike on them anyway. Oh, you're actually coming in that way. I didn't realise there was a way around there. That's my bad. Luckily, everyone's just going for the spell shield. So I've only got one unit coming around the back. That's not as bad as I was expecting it was going to be. I think my concern now is try and take these out where I can. So let's see if we can get rid of that ogre, because I don't trust him not to be a complete pain. Where we can, let us use our magical units to really... So no line of sight to that penguin, really. Well, we can do a decent amount of damage to this one. Yeah, this shouldn't be too difficult, actually. We can hit you with a magic blast. It won't do a lot, but every little bit we can do to try and weaken these units helps. Now, you do have a line of sight to that, and that should be a kill shot. Ah, that one missed. That was unfortunate. Okay, so now we can finish you off with our hero. And they shouldn't get to retaliate because we killed it before its retaliation turn. So we can attack you with the spell shield. Now, it does have retaliation, but the amount of damage we do to it should really take them down. So if they attack me, I'll retaliate against them anyway. I could use you to attack, because I don't know where they're going to come in. And we're actually flanking them if we attack from there. It looked like we were flanking them. I don't know how they can retaliate. Apparently they can. Remember, they only get to retaliate once. So they should be pinned down now. And that's all we can do on this turn. I think we're okay here. Their morale is now low as well, so that'll reduce their chance to hit. You've just regained some health. Ow, that hurt. They're trying to move, or trying to attack, which causes retaliation. I must have first strike. Right, Starblades is now worn off. Yeah, I must have... Well, one of them is worn off. Yeah, I must have first strike on this unit. It doesn't say it does. Oh yeah, first strike. There we go. When attacked, a unit with first strike will use a retaliation attack first. So we've taken a little bit more damage on some of these units. I think we can do probably another heal on you. We could probably even do another Cosmic Ablation just to really sort of weaken these units and give us Starblades again everywhere. So we can finish you off with this guy. And that's increased our morale. And then we should be able to finish you off. Only a 30% chance to hit. We could move closer, but then we will lose one shot. But far less likely that it's going to miss. Could try and get around behind with our hero, but it looks like we can actually finish them off with the pikemen. We will take a retaliation hit because we didn't kill them in the first hit. And there we go. So we took a bit of health damage, but overall I think that wasn't too bad.
You have just gained
and I got an achievement.
Against another ruler.
Yeah, so we've got a grievance against this ruler now.
You could also forgive them to improve your relations.
She shut up now, yeah. Okay, fine. So the wild threat has been dealt with and you have the opportunity to search the cave. You order the bodies of the Thunderbird and their offspring to be removed. As others go to lift the animal, something softly whines from underneath it and a young Thunderbird emerges, the sole survivor of the pack. It seems as though its mother's body protected it from harm and it looks up to you and whines again. A young Thunderbird has arrived at the Carnage of the Clawmont Cave and clings to you. So, result, we receive 360 mana. Keep the Thunderbird and raise it as a mount. Nurse the Thunderbird strength and release it to the wild. Gives us some alignment. Although the hide of the Thunderbird will make for a very fine obscuring mantle. Obscuring mantle makes you harder to hit with physical and ranged magic attacks. I'm going to raise it as a mount. Now, I can't really use it on this guy while he's using this axe. It disables the secondary mount slot, which is here. But we do have another hero now. So if we go to our other army, which is here, so this hero, you should be able to have a mount. Oh no, so does like any two-handed slot block you from having a mount? But we do have a mount slot now, so I don't know how that's going to work. Let's get this... Okay, let's move this scout out of the way, because you are literally just in the way. We're going to... Oh, there's a unit on that tile that I hadn't even seen. In that case, let's start getting these armies up here to clear that out. I did see one just briefly for a second as I got close to it. There was something there. Our ruler's actually leveled up, so I can go ahead and give him another skill point now. Could give him fighting too. I don't really use him in melee though, which is the thing. We give him first strike. What can we do to increase his magic? Don't think he has Starblades by default. So we could give him that. Yeah, he doesn't have Starblades by default, so I could go ahead and give him the Starblades and then he'd benefit from it. And give him some resistance, give him Lightning Evoker. That's quite nice actually. Deals damage to the target unit and 2 others within 3 hexes. Let's give him Lightning Evoker, some extra skills to play with, and we'll confirm that. Okay, there we are. We do have a little bit of movement left, so we could go somewhere else. I don't think we really need to. We will want to upgrade this as soon as possible. These guys are fairly close. There's another... there's a silver one over here as well that we could do. So we are getting some grievances. Now, which one of these is you? Can I see where you are? Throne City is not discovered. Your Throne City is not discovered. I'm not sure which one's which. No, We have respectful relations and no grievances. You are cautious and we have grievances with you. Yeah, so you're the elves. Not sure you can tell by colour on the map. Does it work if I just mouse over? Does it tell me who it belongs to? Yeah, we might have to... I might actually... Well, I will actually send one of the scouts up. Because I've got these scouts now. In fact, if I send you over here... I can't do it on this turn, don't have enough movement. But if I send you up, I should be able to see what's above. Declaring war and grievances. Yep, aware of how all that works. Yeah, you're just going to sit here now and just recover some health, I think. So that's not too bad, all in all. We still have to defeat these rulers. I mean, we can pick the victory condition, but I've gone for the military one because I'm assuming that'll be the most straightforward. And build this wizarding tower. The gold is the problem right now. Unit upkeep is actually quite expensive, so I definitely need to get rid of some extra units. And in fact, I might even get rid of one of the scouts and... Yeah, just go down to 2 6 stacks. That's probably enough, unless we get another... We do have a good opportunity for the gold mine here. We should be getting some gold from that, but this is only an outpost. We could build a work camp, but I don't think I want to spend the last little bit of gold I've got. So when we come back next turn, we'll try and get enough Imperium so that we can start converting this outpost into a city. And we'll use our scouts to look at our 2 neighbours and try and find out which one's the weakest and which one we potentially need to defend from. I'm going to assume that it's this one, simply because this is closest to them, so they're the ones most likely to have claimed it. So we'll see how that works out. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you're still enjoying this series of Age of Wonders 4. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.